This is what my son bought me. It's a German beer. It's okay. I'm not on the bitter side. I don't like. I like more smoother beers than on the kind of bitter side. But bitter's supposed to be good for your stomach. 4 hours on a computer. That is enough. That's why I had to come home and have a beer. I don't usually drink lately, but today was the day. But I wanted to share with you my delicious meal that I made. So simple. You go to Costco and get a big bag of greens, right? And then I got Atlantic salmon. See, that's why I missed my other camera. Well, oh, look, it looks good like this, right? So it's Atlantic salmon. See how pink it is? It's not farm raised with all the poop in the water. And these are the greens. Some spinach. Freshly grated ginger, babies. Freshly grated ginger. In coconut oil. Low in calories. And super, super healthy. I'm trying to lose some weight. And I think I told you guys that I'm oh my god. Ginger and coconut oil. I just died and went to heaven. I don't know, my friend Margaret Rose, I just emailed her. She's on this Facebook site and she's somewhere where it's nice and warm by the water. But she didn't say where she was. We used to meet down in St. John all the time. So I'm taking moringa for entertainment purposes only. Go talk to your doctor. Blah, 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 right? I mean, this beer is not supposed to be good for Hashimoto's. I mean, any kind of beer. If you have Hashimoto's, a thyroid problem. But this, moringa, you should check it out. You have to do your own research. It's an amazing plant. And it's good for arthritis or any type of inflammation. Remember I told you last time I was on that arthritis is found to be a virus. How do I know that? Because this lady I used to go, I actually met her. Hannah Kroger, and that's why I was going to go out to Colorado. I forgot my reason. I don't know. I had so many trials and tribulations back then. But I was going to go out and be where she was. And Hannah Kroger said all arthritis is from a virus. She was amazing. She used to take her pendulum and she'd Reiki across. Well, I kind of do that now too, so I don't know why it's so unusual anymore for me. But yeah, I guess I learned it from her, actually, now that I think about it, now that I'm talking to you guys. So I take a pendulum and Reiki out the different products, and then you can tell like how many you should take, okay, and if they're good for you. So I enjoy that. I don't know why I don't get any comments. Margaret Rose got all these comments, and I don't get one comment. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Comments from the audience will show here. Well, how come there aren't any comments? I mean, do I have to activate this? Module actions. Remove module. Comment settings. Comment settings. Then it says open a new tab, pop out. Okay, I'm going to close that and go back. That was strange. The only thing is you get the green thing stuck in your teeth. Isn't that an amazing meal? Salmon cooked in coconut oil. One of the numero uno oils. I'm a snob about oils. Very, very snobby about oils. I only do sesame, and I sometimes treat myself when I do popcorn, I do peanut oil. But it foams a lot, so if you want a crunchy popcorn, you have to have a hotter oil. They burn at different temperatures. See how much you learn here? But I don't get any comments. I think I need somebody to teach me how to do all this stuff. So I am going to do some Reiki, and we'll do a short meditation. Interactivity. Polls, questions. Hey, what if I click on questions? No questions. Am I supposed to add the questions? See, and then it says too low FPSs. Hey, if anybody knows what an FPS is, the current frame rate is too low. Please set the frame rate to 15 to 60. Where do you find the frame rate, though? They don't tell you where it is. So there's the dashboard, but I don't see anything for the FPS. I guess I have to look that up, right? It says the current frame rate is too low. Please set the frame rate from 15 to 60 FPSs, or viewers may experience a lower quality stream. Wow. That's intense, right? I'm sorry, guys, if you don't like my streaming. So get yourself something healthy. Oh, wait, let me tell you more. So then I grated, after I got the oil hot, the coconut oil, I have these little things of fresh grated ginger. No, I grated it. I grated the ginger and put it over the fish with the coconut oil. A 10-minute meal, guys. You can feed your family healthy. You can feed yourself healthy. Don't do all that junk food. My friend, she was craving fried chicken today. And you know, most people don't change their oils. So they're super toxic. I put a lot of ginger on. See the ginger? And the way it blends with the fish, it's amazing. Oh, it's an amazing dish. I praise God. This is my Holy Communion. I don't know if I told you that. I don't know if I told anybody that. I'm of the opinion to think and to know that I feel everything we eat is Holy Communion. Now, of course, it gets revved up by a priest who's really a good priest, right? Not one of these pedophile priests. So you have a really good priest, and he can really rev up the service, and he can rev up the Holy Communion. You've got it made. I met a priest like that. He was gay. I didn't care. He took me deep into meditation. It was amazing. It was the first time I ever enjoyed the Catholic Church as much as that time. So this is good, right? And then okay, why the fish? Okay, I kind of saw it, I put the skin down because I like a crunchy skin. So it didn't get that crunchy into coconut oil, but I didn't want to overcook it because I have a problem overcooking salmon. Yeah, I guess this stream is kind of bad. It's kind of fuzzy, right? Oh well, we could deal with it, right? Fuzzy screen. Sorry, guys. But you want to make sure you don't get farm raised. You want to get Atlantic salmon. I tell you, those people who live near a lake in the future, they're going to be blessed because they'll be able to survive like the Native Americans. That's why the Native Americans always went into the woods or by the lakes, wherever there's water. They were smart. But a lot of us are the reincarnations of the Native Americans. So all this stuff about racism doesn't really exist because we were everything in our past lives. My first incarnation was in China. And when I went back to China, I told you, blah, 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 right? When I went back to China, I felt like I went home. This was like in '89. Everything about it felt like home. Of course, it was different then than it is now, right? I don't know. People are changing. We have to change for the better, not the bad, right? My neighbor got a new roof. It's so cute. So you want to put on freshly grated ginger. So the coconut oil and the ginger, I can't even describe to you how it tastes. You have to try this yourself. Now on the greens, I do something I always do. I get like a rosé vinaigrette, and I sprinkle a little bit on. And then I get a really good quality olive oil and a balsamic. So I'm kind of fussy about my balsamics. I like a thicker balsamic, but there's different kinds. So then you put that on top of your greens. And then put your fish on top of it. And you got an amazing meal. 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes to good food. And you know, if you want to put in, like a couple days ago, I put in a yam. I went finally to get my hair cut. I couldn't deal with it anymore. It was too long. It's getting tangled. Took too long to wash. And I said, you know what? Chop it off. So I went to the beauty salon and I put this nice big fat sweet yam in the oven. And I said, I gotta get home. I gotta get home. And she was running late. And I got home. It was about 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, 90 minutes at 350. It was so good. Got to scrub it down first. So like try eating healthy food. I bought this for my legs. Now remember, ask your doctor first, because you know I always pilot products. I wish one of them would endorse me. Circulari tea. It has butcher's broom, which cleans your arteries. Horse chestnut, yeah, that's a trip. Grapeseed, cayenne, and ginkgo. So the ginkgo is also good for your brain. So I gotta look up this FBS. Sounds like a swear word. All right. So yeah, I bought these for myself. I mean, if these doctors, you know, I did call a surgeon. You should be proud of me. I called a surgeon, and I wanted to see if I could talk to him on Friday. I took off Friday because I have to take my car in. Dashboard's the console's not working right. You know, I'll check your tires. And you know, and it was honestly, it was going to be our principal's principally directed day, which I like, because our principal gives us some time to work in our rooms. And I really wanted to work in my rooms, but I got to take care of all this other stuff first. I really love teaching. It's going to be hard for me to leave. When you love something, you don't do it just for the money. I never went in. Didn't even think about money. I don't know why. I just didn't. I guess I never felt maybe a couple times when I was a teenager. And my mom took me to this beautiful store. It was downtown. You guys might remember it's called Chase S. Stevens. It was Carson Peary Scott, Chase S. Stevens, Marcia Field. Amazing. One of the most beautiful shopping areas. And then all hell broke loose in the city and stuff started closing down. So what kind of world do we want to live in, right? And we have to take care of these people in the street. They should not be allowed to stay there. And you shouldn't just take their homes away from them. You should place them in a facility. If they need drug help, put them in a facility for drug help. Oh, I'm sorry. I also bought this one. This is called, I'm sorry. I got to master this here. Clinical Daily Blood Circulation. Because he pulled 32 clots out of my body. And one of the teachers at my school, she said, yeah, before my mom had her stroke, she had clots in her legs. So that's where I'm going to go until the clots are done, until my legs feel better. And I called up a surgeon, and I'm going to see what he says about fixing my ligamentum teres and my labral tear. All right, guys, so we're going to do a Reiki thing, okay? So get ready. We're going to do a healing. Let me invoke St. Jude. I've been really praying a lot to St. Jude. He has a good oil. I'm going to try to give some holy water from Lourdes to my friend before she goes to Yugoslavia, because it'll be the last time I see her. She's 96. She'll leave her body. So I bought a new cane to walk with. It's got the 4 prongs. It's not really the one I wanted because it's black, but I thought if I could at least go see her before she goes back, I'll never see her again in this lifetime. So get whatever crystal you want. We're going to do short meditation too. We're going to do Reiki healing and a short meditation. And after 4 hours doing grades and setting up my grade book, yeah, I asked my assistant principal for help, and she tried to help me, but she really didn't know what she was doing. So then I said, oh shit. And then my other friend was going to help me in the morning, but she didn't come to school till 10, you know, because she has a class before mine. And so I was like on it. I took lion's mane. Remember I told you about lion's mane, the mushroom? Get the extract. Get the extract. Talk to your doctor first. You know, I'm a doctor. I'm an acupuncturist, and I had 3 years of nursing school. And I studied in China. And so I'd like to get my master's, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start doing healings for people that are bald because I can regrow their hair. I'm going to be doing microcurrent, microneedling. I guess it's like a current, right? Yeah, it is a current. Yeah, it is a current. I'm sorry. So I'm going to do that for people that are bald. I'm going to treat my neighbor across the street. He's going to be my guinea pig. He's used to having pictures taken of him because he's an actor too. So let's start out with a prayer. And I'm going to get rid of my turkey neck. See all this? And I can only do one treatment on myself a month. Anyone. That's why I like this better than my Accutron machine. I paid $5,000 for this Accutron machine, and it's really hard on your hands because you got to use 2 probes to do needleless facelifts. But what I like about it, you could do it in different colors too, which is kind of nice too. But this other one I got for microneedling, you can get 1 facelift a month, right? So when I retire, I'm going to start doing this, right? Because I can sit and do it. It'll be easy on my body. And then after 3 months, it's tight, depending on, I guess, the condition of your skin. But usually they say 3 months. That's good. 1 treatment a month. It's going to be about $350 a month. And in that month, I'm going to offer an Accutron session with the colored lights. He said he'd give me money for my Accutron, so it's $5,000. I don't know. I should ask him how much he was going to give me. But I'm thinking now it would be nice to offer that to clients, to get your micro needling facelift done, right? And then you can come back anytime you want to have the color done. So I wouldn't be doing a facelift with the probes. I'd be just doing the color, which enhances the skin anyway. It's a color vibration. All right, so let's read about St. Jude. I love St. John too. Most holy apostle St. Jude, I place myself in your care. Pray for me. Help me remember that I'm not alone in my struggles. Please join me in asking God to send me hope in my sorrow. Courage in my fear. And healing in the midst of my challenges. Please ask our loving God to fill me with the grace to accept whatever my life holds and to strengthen my faith in his healing power. Yeah, he's a healer. Look at this guy, was kind of cute. I would have dated him if he lived at this time because we're both on a spiritual path. Isn't he gorgeous? Gorgeous specimen of a spiritual being. He just looks so peaceful. You could just like melt into his aura. He has healing power. Thank you, St. Jude, for the promise of hope you hold to all who believe. That's the thing, you gotta believe. This is the magic time. I told you that last time. This is the magic time between the lunar and solar eclipse. And inspire me to give this gift of hope to others. Amen. Isn't it beautiful? It's just such a beautiful prayer. Because I've been praying to him on and off for healing, because I thought, I called up this doctor and I could go through that whole process. And then I said to St. Jude and St. Michael, I go, why do you want me to go through this? Why can't you just heal me? And then give me the power of healing so I can blast other people. And the thing that we need to blast out right now, what we have to blast out is Satan and ISIS. I heard this brother speaking, and he said ISIS is worse than Satan. I don't know if you could categorize them. It's bizarre. This is okay. I mean, I'm drinking it because it's bitter, right? I don't really drink anymore. I'm going to get some nice alcohols for the holidays, though. So I hope you like that about my salad and my fish, because it's so healthy. So let's just do a Reiki session. Oh, and if you want to turn your hair back to its natural color, go to your doctor first. And who am I? Your acupuncturist, right? We should be in the same category. I had a discussion with my chiropractor yesterday. She does some acupuncture on me. And so it really made me feel better. I've been feeling really great. I've been feeling much better. But I said, why aren't chiropractors and acupuncturists in the same hospital as doctors, as pharmaceutical doctors? Because in China, when I was there practicing acupuncture in '89, right before Tiananmen Square in '89, yeah, my friend was stuck there. I should call her up tonight. But anyway, so I was in China back there, and when I came back, I thought, wow, I can open up my practice, I can sell my herbs. No, 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 baby. No, you can't. They were arresting acupuncturists. I was working with a couple of chiropractors. I was doing body work, and then I wanted to start doing acupuncture. And so I opened up my own clinic space, and I worked out of their space. But then they said, no, 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 you can't do it. And why not? So they put the kibosh on it. Even though I went down to Springfield and I needled some senators down there to try to get acupuncture legit. So I had to go underground. So my whole beautiful feeling of coming back to Chicago and doing acupuncture and being legal was smashed. That helped me. That happened with my film school career, but I got you guys. So I'm happy. I'm so happy. I'm here in YouTube land. This is my dream come true. So, okay, I promised you. So, Ho Shou Wu, black man's hair. Black man's hair. You want to turn your hair to its natural color. Ho Shou Wu. It does thin out the blood a little bit. So, if you're already on blood thinners, you have to consider that. And like I said, talk to your doctor. He can do the research, or you can do the research. All right, so what time is it? Okay, I'm going to try to get a movie in at 7. I've been watching that Emily in Paris. So I bought a seat to sit on, right? But I took it to school. Oh my God, it was perfect. I was able to sit on it. It was so pretty, too. I was able to sit on it and do all my grade book work. So I was really grateful I got to do it. So I showed you this before, right, for the meteorite. All right. I'm sorry I'm sitting in my pajamas, but you know what? I'm chilling tonight, guys. I am chilling. I got my birds on. I got my meteorite on. I am chilling and healing. And I'm going to bless you and heal you too. I didn't know I was going to be doing this work. I really didn't. I was going down a linear path in nursing school. 3 years of nursing school. And my mom had a dream about these 3 snakes. She cut the head off all 3 of them. And I went into the office, and they accused me of cheating on my pharmacology test, where you have to learn all the measurements. And I studied my ass off because I was sitting there reading the Bhagavad Gita. Remember, it was the 60s, 70s, right? I was sitting there reading the Bhagavad Gita. And they took me into their office, and they go, I don't think you fit our program. And I looked at them and I said, oh, 3 people, 3 snakes? And I go, you're absolutely right. I don't need this program. And so I went home and I was really brave in my decision, and I stacked up all the books, and all the books on one side were on natural healing and herbs and everything, and all the books on the other side were about pharmaceuticals. I don't mind the stuff on anatomy and physiology. I loved it. Loved it. But when I was pushed into a room and I had to jam into IM injections into this little girl's thigh that I didn't even know, that was cruel. She didn't even know who I was, and I went in there and jammed IM injections into her thighs. So yeah, and then, okay, the other horror story, this is why I really left. That was part of it, right? And I should put that in my book, right? That's a good story, right? Thumbs up, right? You know what? I'm going to put the rest of it in my story because I really need to work on my book, maybe this weekend. So I took Friday off. All right, let's start, guys, okay? Because I know your time is short too, okay? Okay, I'm going to start with some Reiki. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And remember, I told you that I move around when I meditate, okay? So we're going to do some Reiki healing first. So just kind of think of what bothers you. Is it your hip? Is it your ankle? Is it your toe? Is it your nose? Is it your brain? Maybe you're like recycling all this shit in your head over and over and over again. Blah, 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 blah. You need to let it go. Especially now, between the lunar and solar eclipse. So I'm going to actually look for my paints, and I'm going to have my kids paint the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse. And then we're going to put it up on my bulletin board for October. It's going to look so pretty. All right, so let's clear first. So if you move around, it's okay when you meditate. You can move around. If you don't move around, don't stress it. Okay, I'm going to start to clear with some Reiki. And you might shake like this too, in your upper body. I call that getting my wings on. Getting my wings on. Blow it out. Whatever you don't need, blow it out. Let it go. You're between a lunar and solar eclipse. This is magic time, babies. Magic time. Draw your attention to your heart. Okay, so the one thing I didn't talk about was the breathless state. When you're meditating and you go into really, really deep meditation, where your mind is not jumping like monkeys in a tree, then you come to the breathless state. And I don't know if Yogananda, I don't remember. I read Autobiography of Yoga by Yogananda. I read that, and it was amazing. I actually read it twice. Most of it twice, but definitely once for sure. So Autobiography of Yoga. I don't know if he talks about that in the breathless state, but there's a form, or maybe it was Warrior of the White Clouds. There's a lot of books on meditation. So if you're inclined to like this channel and do meditation, then you need to also do the literature. You need to find books. Maybe I should start raffling off my books. I should read them and just let them go. Because I'm letting go of things right now. All right, let's start. We pray for everything on the earth. We pray for our land, our water, our air. We pray that people take care of our motherland. Remember, every sacred plant, even though it's a weed, is going to be for healing of your body. So I'm channeling Ashtar right now. It's like a three-way conversation. I talked about this last time. So there are plants like spikenard. I'm going to actually buy some in capsule form. They're good for getting rid of arthritis. We need to look at what we need to heal. Arthritis can improve. I am sitting here in front of you, sitting on my butt right now, and I am not in pain. 32 clots removed from my body. Big, fat, ugly clots. They look like a piece of liver in the middle of your hand. But my legs are locking up. And now I have more circulation in my legs. Praise be the Lord. I'm going to ask Ashtar if he has anything else he wants to share. Moldavite. Moldavite. He says to tell you what I got. He probably inspired me to get this. It's from a meteorite. I know, I paid way too much money for this. I think I paid $336 for this. But you know what? It's called Moldavite. It's from meteorite. And it's supposed to have healing properties. So I don't know. I thought, you know what? If it can strengthen my aura and make me a more powerful healer, then I'm going to wear it. And it was worth 300, whatever it was. I'm sending energy into your heart right now. I know, I don't get any feedback from anybody. Nobody's in the comment section. I don't know how to do it. Okay, the other thing I want to show you is the Divine Mother. She's coming around in October. I got to look that up tonight. See her blue? It was only $14 at our Lourdes shop from Lourdes, France. I want to go to France. That's why I want to get my hip fixed. And in the back of it, look at this. It's got holy water from Lourdes. And if you don't know what Lourdes is, you really should research it. Very, very special price. Yeah, I guess it costs a price to go there. I don't know how much it would cost to go to Lourdes. But I think I would want to go with a group of people that are, maybe connected to some organization where you could go and you could go to Lourdes. But I want to get my hip fixed. My son says, "What, are you thinking about moving?" And I go, "No, not right now. My hip is my first priority." He was very kind to me today, my son, this weekend. He brought me like the 40 thing from Costco of toilet paper for the winter, Scott tissue, because Scott tissue is the only toilet paper that does not clog up your toilet. All those other little fluffy ones, you'll be rotting it and rotting it and rotting it. I should tell my son that. Long hair and toilet paper. Those would clog everything up. Okay, we're going to do a little bit longer meditation. If you don't have time to stay, it's okay. But this is my new career. All right, let's go. Let me check the energy field. All right, I see what I need. Oh, necesita, por favor. Aquamarine crystal. So let's keep our water in mind. Remember, you need to take your glass juice bottles or any kind of glass containers, bleach them out, scrub them out, and fill them up with channeled water. Like, what do I mean by channeled water? A filter, right? So channel them, clean out the water. Some of my water I clean twice. And then I put them in the bottle, and I close it, and I put it down in my basement. Because my friend in upstate New York, their water shut down one day. What if you have like little babies or little kids or an elderly person who needs water to take medicine? So yes, put away your water. I mean, I don't want to be on my soapbox the whole time because we're going to do a meditation. Let me see if there's anything else that Asher, I feel really bad. I bought a plant. Remember I told you I bought the snapdragon plant? No, not a snapdragon. Oh, Venus flytrap. I don't know. I'm going to still try to revive it, but you have to feed it live insects. So what I'm going to have to do is transplant it, and then I'm going to put it upstairs in my bathroom, because that's where all the spiders hang out. So I'm going to see if I can fix it. If I can, I'm just going to buy another one. So Venus flytrap is good for catching spiders. They're not good for catching mosquitoes, I read, because the mosquitoes are so thin, they can just skirt on by like Tinkerbell. And I swear I had a mosquito for a pet. This thing has been following me around and following me around, and then I got bit on my arm. I don't know how they do it. I try to smash them, but they're like kamikaze pilots and they're huge. Have you noticed the size of the mosquitoes? Totally changed. And I wear glasses. Size of the lice in people's hairs, as big as ants. What's going on? Supersize, right? All right, guys, go to the bathroom. Let's get into meditation mode here. I don't know if Ashtar wants me to say anything else. Let me just think for 1 minute. Oh, okay. Remember I showed you that copper tube of crystals? I mean, I don't know, really. I don't have a name for it. It's called Copper Tube of Crystals. That's what I'll name it. I don't know if I have it over here. 5 more minutes, guys. All right. Well, we have rose quartz and we have aquamarine. So if you have any of your favorite crystals, set them up and we're going to start. Getting down to business. So you might go right into meditation. You're going to feel your body vibrate. It might move up and back. It might move forward and backward. Just allow it to flow. Remember, you may come into the breathless state. You may see me in the breathless state. And please don't get scared if you see me in the breathless state. I cast out Satan. I cast out all the demons who are possessing people's minds and souls. I cast out ISIS. I cast out all the wrong consciousness, the cruelty in the world. I cast it out. Please, God, take this away from us. Cast out the insanity. Take care of the poor and the people that are drug addicted. Take care of our children on our planet. Take care of our animals on our planet. So I hope one day we get connected through the comment section, because I'd like that would enhance the chat. And I could invite somebody else on my channel. That would be fun too. So I think my channel is going to expand, but right now, like I said, I'm back at school. And if you want to be a teacher, 7-day-a-week job, baby. 7-day-a-week job. I mean, you do get paid well, but you work hard. It's a nice job. I mean, but you have to like children. Don't go into it because of the money. Never go into it for that. Always do whatever you do in life. You think of all these gangbangers who go into it for the money and get themselves killed. It's so sad, right? Alright, so my leg is acting up, so I did call a surgeon, and I'll let you know how that goes. I don't know if I could talk to one on Friday. I gotta move around, my leg is bothering me. So listen, my dears, stay in the heart, right? If you feel like, oh my God, what did happen? Get out of there and go into the heart. Say, God is showing me something here. What is it? What is He trying to show me? Why am I going through this? What do I need to change? What do I need to change? Remember in my past videos, and I'm going to upload them to my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is Unspoken Heart Stillness, and you can email me. I should probably check my emails at unspokenheart@gmail.com. Okay, so maybe that's what I need to do. Stay in your heart.